I think we should get our first guests out. They look very excited. Mind you, that might be all the fizzy drinks they've had. Ladies and gentlemen. I told you, 1 can each, that's it. Oh, they'll be arguing in the back of the people carry on the way home, won't they? Before I bring out McFly, let's have a look at them in action.
Guess who just got back today? Those wild boys that have been away haven't changed that much to say. But man, I think those cats are great. When they were asking if you were around, now you wiser when you could be found. Sort of me were living downtown, driving my old man crazy. Come on! The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Yeah, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Ooh, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Here we go!
That was McFly at the Prince's Trust concert. Here they are this evening. It's McFly, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Say I'm ready to fly for a white guy.
Hey, it's McFly, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, how are you? Thank you for coming on. Looking good, looking very handsome. Come and sit down. Take a squeeze on. You know what's nice is we've got a young band on, they can all squeeze on the couch. When we had Duran Duran on, we had 2 in the front, 2 in the back. They couldn't, their hips were too big.
It's good for this stuff, really.
Don't they look great, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that. Handsome young pop stars in the prime of youth and the beginning of their career. And congratulations, wow, it's been a pretty good period for you. You've had, how many number ones now? Is it 3, 4?
4, I think.
4 number ones. Wow, that's fantastic. And presumably this is going to carry on for quite some while. You're not rowing yet? You're not spanning?
No, we're not splitting up or anything, no.
Now, could you please introduce... Obviously, I know who you all are by name, but some of the older viewers might not be aware of you individually. Could I please have a name check, please?
I'm Danny.
Danny?
Tom?
Tom?
I'm Dougie.
Dougie?
Harry.
Harry? Beaky? Dave? and Tex. Fellas, I've got some name tags because I know I'm going to forget. Would you mind?
Thank you.
I do. I get very confused. We've got all your names there, and then everyone will know. And I've got one for me, so I can look more like the teacher over here. All right?
Mr. Ross.
Yes, Danny. See?
Gonna go to the toilet.
Well, it's working, isn't it? Just do it there, like Duran Duran did. That was just their age. Okay, now, who does what in the band? You are on drums, Harry, I believe.
Yes, that's right,
okay.
yeah.
Are you on bass, Dougie?
Yes.
You're on bass, okay. And you two, you're both guitar and sing, is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. How does that work, 2 lead singers in a band?
We have
We
to
share.
fight over it.
What do you do? Do you sing the songs that you write, or you decide who's got the best
we
songs?
split it up, like, in the song, so, like, one of us will sing, like, a verse, and the other one will sing a chorus, or... It's different each
Whatever
song.
works best.
Do you row about it ever?
Yeah.
Not really, no. But if one of us really wants to sing one bit, and we're pretty much... Like, if he really wanted to sing a bit, I'd let him.
Can I ask you, fellas? I'm trying to have a conversation with you, but your hair is really distracting me. It's like walking past a barber's window. I don't know which one to choose. But presumably you're happy with the look because you're good-looking young men. You can get away with this.
Are you happy with your look?
I've got nothing I can do about it at my age. What can I do about it? I'm 45 for Christ's sake.
Yeah?
Yeah. How old are you fellas?
20.
20?
21 on...
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, I'm 21.
21. Well, you're the old man of the group then.
Yeah.
Dougie?
18.
18. Harry?
I'm 20.
20. And you must be getting more right now than I got in the last 25 years, I imagine.
What?
Well, what?
More hair care products. So how long have you been together? How long has McFly... Because you two started it. I picked that up. So how long... When did you start it?
As a band, it's our 3-year anniversary the week our single's out.
That's nothing, really. Wow, you've had a lot of success pretty early on, then.
Yeah. It all just started, like, straight away. We were together got together in 2003, is it?
2003, that's
Yeah, and then we sort of recorded and rehearsed all our songs over the summer, and our single came out March the next year in 2004.
And that single, was that the one It's All About You?
No, that was 5 Colours in Her Hair.
Okay, I never... No, was that a hit?
Yeah, it was #1 for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't get that to download it on my pod yet. And so you're the proper thing. You play all your own instruments and you sing.
Right on the song.
Where have you toured to? Where's the job taking you so far?
We've been a lot of places, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Japan, America, Africa.
Oh, that was for Comic
We
Relief.
didn't tour there, yeah.
And what were you doing in Africa for Comic Relief?
We went out last year. We had the official song, which was All About You, and we went and visited the projects, and we shot a video out there.
Hey, we put that in Comic Relief. I remember now because I hosted it.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
And you're in a movie as well at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really happening pretty fast for you guys, isn't it? It must be times when you think, you know, this is a weird ride we're on, because to even have the number of hits you have when you've only been together for a short period is unusual. But to also then get adopted and put in a movie, and it isn't even a British movie, it's an American movie, which always seems a little bit more like the real deal. That's quite something. How did that come about?
It was weird. We were on tour. We were doing our first tour, and we heard that, you know, there was, that Fox were looking for an English band because they wanted musicians to play the band in the film. They didn't want to get actors because there was like a lot of performance and stuff. And so the director came and saw us on tour, and he just like really got on with us. We had a right laugh with him and had dinner with him and stuff. And then they were like, "Do you want to be in the film?" And we said, "Yeah, why not?"
Too right.
Okay, let's have a look at the clip. The film is called Just My Luck. When's it out? This weekend, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Just My Luck. It's got McFly all the way in it. Lindsay Lohan. What more do you need to know?
Lindsay Lohan meets Danny, Dougie, Harry, and Tom in their first ever movie.
You're fired. Give me 1 week, and if I can't make it happen by then, 1 week.
It's the best teen flick this year, says Smooth Magazine. Lindsay Lohan. Taxi! McFly. Just My Luck.
I can't stop sweating.
Shocking.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Stoked.
Yeah, born ready. Ah, my eye. My A string. Danny, hook me. You can see, right? See, please?
2 minutes, you guys. Good luck.
2 minutes? I need some ice. I need some ice. Hello? Guys, I'm here!
Oh, by the way, have you seen Harry anywhere?
He's not here?
Hello?
That's McFly, Just My Luck. Now look at the four of you. You were cringing. You were covering your eyes. You're not comfortable in seeing yourself acting just yet.
It's so
Well, it's like seeing yourself on a home video, and you think, is that really what I'm like?
But it's a proper big budget home video.
But it's not like when you see yourself perform or hear yourself sing, like, because...
Used to it.
Yeah,
We've
like
seen
you
it a
used
lot,
to,
right?
yeah, and that's what we do.
Not
Yeah.
acting.
Like acting's a bit like...
Dougie, are you ever allowed to talk in the band, or do they just...
No, they don't let me.
You're he's the best looking one, isn't he? The best looking one, ladies and gentlemen.
Be careful, Mr. Ross.
Well, Danny, you know, you're all right, but in a few years' time, you're going to look like me. You're going to look terrible, right? Really? Yeah, it's all going to droop. Your nose will go first, then your ears, and you'll be shaving everywhere, like, you know, up there. Tom, you're not so bad, but a bit baby-faced, all right? Okay? Harry reckons he's all that. He ain't all that. Dougie's the boy. Hey, do you ever worry that Dougie's died and go and check that he's still breathing next door? Because I was on the verge of going over there and holding a mirror in front of his face a minute. Seriously, Dougie, I thought we lost you. Do you get as much attention as the other guys? Because traditionally, you know, people normally go, you know, I'm talking about girls, so people who are watching the band like that, they go for the lead singer, they go for the guitarist, okay? The drummer gets a certain amount of attention because of his driving rhythm. Does the bass player get a look in, Dougie?
I don't know.
Yes?
He gets a lot.
He's scared of saying something that's going to get him in trouble or something.
In trouble with who? With his mum or his girlfriend?
Neither.
With us.
Yeah.
All right, now, so in America, you enjoyed filming? Where did you film the film?
Mostly in New Orleans and then like a week in New York.
Okay, and did you find any time to relax over there? Did you get to hang out? Did you meet any
New
famous people?
Orleans was good.
It was wicked.
Bourbon Street in the Mardi Gras.
You enjoyed that?
Throw a bead, you see some boobs. That's it. That's the thing, innit? Mardi Gras.
You buy beads in shops.
You buy beads?
You chuck them at a girl and it's like law for them to flash at you.
No, Tommy, it isn't the law.
Well, not law.
I don't know what they told you, but there's no law involved in a bean being thrown and a breast being exposed.
One good story about Bourbon Street is there was these two buskers there, and we were like, come on, should we ask them if we can play?
Yeah, they were playing
And,
like
blues
and stuff.
music. There's this woman and a man.
And were they good?
They were great. It was like,
They had a crowd?
Yeah. Well, us.
Yeah. But you fancy showing your stuff?
Yeah, we were like, we might as well, because, you know. So we said, can we play? And they were like, no. And,
Do you not understand why they were there? You know, you can understand that.
yeah, totally, yeah. So Harry was like, come on, I'll give you a few dollars.
A few. Yeah, he gave me all my... Harry's like, I don't have any money, can I borrow yours? And gave me all my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually we got these guitars, and we busked down Bourbon Street playing some blues. It was amazing.
That's very cool. You had to pay someone to let you busk.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the opposite of busking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was great fun. And when you played, did people gather around? Did you get a crowd?
Just them two.
Just the two people who you'd pay to listen to you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not really what you were hoping for, is it?
It was 3 in the morning or something. There's no...
Have you experienced any kind of like glamour? Have you experienced the kind of like, you know, the kind of high end of showbiz life?
Coming on here, really.
Well, that's charming. That's nice. But I mean, have you hung out with any famous people? Have you got involved?
We've got a friend who lives in Orange County. When we were in LA, he took us out to like the beaches where everyone goes surfing. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Yeah,
Is that the story?
That's it.
It was wicked, though.
No, it's a
You
good
ever been to
story. It's a good
Orange
story. It's a good story. So, you went to the beach. That's a good story. That's all
I
right.
tell you, it's all right, and then...
You're only 20. It's a great story.
I tell you, right,
Did you make a castle? Sorry, Tom, I'm interrupting.
Right, so then that evening, we went to, we heard that there was this jacuzzi place, and it's basically like a little private estate, and they had like their own pool. So we like jumped the gates. We weren't allowed to go in there. We like jumped the gates. Or risky. We jumped the gates, and
rock and roll.
and there was these 2 guys in there. And they were a bit drunk, and they had loads of beers, like
so
thing, and we like sat in the jacuzzi with them, and they were like these 2, and
they were like, Tom.
Wait, no.
Your story is you went to the beach, had a lovely day, then you jumped over a fence and got into a jacuzzi with 2 drunk men. Why would you tell anyone that? Just because I asked, you don't have to tell me. Just say nothing much happened to us. That's fine. Did it go anywhere with the men? Are you in touch with them still?
No,
See, they won't respect you. I told you that after.
no, nothing much happened. Don't worry.
Carry on. Quick.
Was that really the story?
No, I was gonna. No.
Well, finish the story.
There wasn't. I don't really know how it ends. It was pretty.
You mean it's an ongoing relationship?
No, well, they were like, you know, what are you guys doing? Because they heard us talking, heard we're from England. It's really boring, this story. So and we were like, we're in a band called McFly.
They didn't believe us, though.
No, and they were like, what are you doing over here? And we're like, well, we're in, and we don't go around saying. They were like, you know, what are you doing here? And we were like, well, we're in a film, and it's like the premiere at the moment in LA. And they're like, oh, what's it with? And we were like, oh, it's with Lindsay Lohan. And they were like, no, Lindsay. And they're like, you're lying, and in American accents. Right?
Yeah.
And
you're lying.
and yeah, and they were like, oh, we'll go check out on Google, and that's the end of the story.
Well, that's a good story. Come on, I think. Look. When you're a young fella, that's an exciting night out. I'm a bit surprised that I would have thought you'd have been invited to exciting and glamorous places.
No, we do, but that's not really what we're into.
We
We're
had
into
some good times in New Orleans, didn't we, when we were recording?
Yeah.
We went out one night and there was like Jude Law and Sean Penn.
See, that's a better story. Jude Law and Sean Penn.
And Sienna
Some 2
Miller.
blokes we've never heard of in a jacuzzi. You weren't even invited. Where was your Jude Law story? Guys, what a pleasure to meet you. Thank you again in advance for taking part in Comic Relief last year, because it was a big boost to Comic Relief, and it was you know, a lovely thing for you to do. Thank you very much. And you're doing something for Sport Relief now as well.
Yeah, we've got the official Sports Relief song this year.
This is Please Please, which is out right now. Is that right?
Yeah, and it's a double A side with we covered Queen's Don't Stop Me Now.
Let's have a look at a clip from the it's the Sport Relief official single. It's courtesy of McFly. It's a great track. Have a look at this.
I'm talking to you now. Yeah, girl, I'm talking to you now. I wanna run my hands through your hair. You cover the rug with your underwear. You wanna make it out like we don't care. Oh yeah.
Good stuff, guys. Lovely to have you here. Wasn't it a pleasure to meet McFly, ladies and gentlemen? It's Harry, it's Dougie, it's Tom, it's Danny. They are McFly.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
I know, you must be a bit scared. Yeah, nice to
Thanks,
meet you.
guys. Thank you.
Dougie, well done. Don't let them bully you.
Thanks for having us.
See you later. Take care. Okay, now, before we get on to the next